Hi guys, happy Monday and welcome back to another GH chat. Do you all know what today is? Let me give you a little clue. Do you know now? Today, 15 years ago, Jason Morgan and Samantha McCall met for the first time in the PCPD interrogation room, and that is how JSAM started, and that's how our super couple was born. I just wanted to make a quick video to express, how much I love JSAM and I love their story, their never dying love story that has gone on for 15 years, and they still get me every single time. I go back and watch their scenes all the time, and there's just nobody better than Jason and Sam. The way they love each other, the way they help each other, the way they can literally go through anything and they will come out on the other side still madly in love and together always. I even have my leather jacket on because I'm channeling my inner Sam, like when she's in when she comes into the interrogation room. So I thought that was a nice touch. So for this video, I just wanted to rank my top 10 favorite JSAM moments because it's so hard just to name 10 because I love them all. But let's get started. Number 10 is the pink tie scene after Spinelli and Maxie's non-wedding, or before actually. Sam finds Jason in the in the ceremony area, and she's like, "Are you avoiding me?" And he's like, "You know me, I don't like crowds." And then they passionately kiss. Oh, that just gets me every single time when Jason ties the tie around Sam's neck. People have said that they improv that entire scene, so that even makes me more happy because that was genius, and it gives me butterflies and goosebumps every single time. I could watch that scene over and over, and that's probably my favorite kissing scene of theirs because, they're just perfect. I love them so much. Number 9, the line is, "You're the one I want to be with." This is when Brenda starts living with Jason, and Sam gets a little bit jealous, so she goes to Maxie and she finds the purple dress and she puts it on and she goes over to Jason's house trying to make a claim and be like, "Oh, Jason's mine." But Sam's not that type of girl that's gonna get intimidated or shaken just because another woman comes around Jason. But I didn't think it just made it worse because Sam was so insecure about that Jason and Brenda were married at one point. But of course, Jason reassured her because Sam was like, "I think we should break up," and Jason's like, "Absolutely not. You're the one I want to be with. You're the one I love." And then he asked her to move in with her, but she's like, "No, if we move in together, then we'll never have any time apart and we'll have no privacy." So it was such a cute scene, and I just, just those small moments of them, reaffirming their love for each other. I just love it. Number 8 is, "I knew it was you. I love you. I never stopped loving you." This was after the explosion from the trailer, and Jason and Sam almost die after the earthquake, and they jump off and they land, and then Sam finally tells Jason that she loves him, and she knew that it was him from the moment he went into her hospital room and touched her hand, but she just couldn't say anything because Drew needed her support. that was just like what all J-Sam fans were waiting for, because we all knew that Sam knew deep in her heart that Jason had come back, and it was only a matter of time until she, confirmed it herself. So that scene was really, really nice, and I'll always remember that scene because J-Sam fans are always right. We knew that Sam knew that that was her Jason, and we need our reunion soon. So number 7 is the J-Sam proposal in 2011. That was when they were on the rooftop, and after Maxie and Jason pick out the ring, and Maxie throws the ring off the balcony, and Jason's like, I don't care, Sam doesn't care about a ring, I have to propose to her tonight, because if I don't do it, I'll never do it. So Jason proclaims his love for Sam, and Sam's like, you asked me how you wanted to, and I'm going to answer how I want to. And she's like, I don't need a ring or a piece of paper to confirm that I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life together. And then Jason's like, I love you, and it's just not enough to say the words anymore. I want to prove it to you. So, on the rooftop where they've had so many moments with the candles and it was just so, so romantic. And of course, Sam finally agrees to marry Jason because she knows that's what she really wants in her heart. But Jason says it best. Sam sometimes talks herself out of having things that she really wants because she's afraid if she gets it, she's going to lose it. But if she knows Jason and their love, she knows that it will never go anywhere, and that Jason will always love her and put her first and do what he needs for her. So, the proposal was just the encompass of all of those things and reaffirming their love for each other. So it's just so special. And then number 6 is J-Sam's Valentine's Day in 2010, when they come home from the PCPD after Mac questions Jason for some odd crime. I don't even remember, because he's always getting brought in for something. Molly and Christina plan a nice surprise for them, and they end up on the couch, and Molly's like to Jason, you have to read her love poetry, and instead of love poetry, Jason reads her like a gun magazine, and Sam's like flirting with them, and then they start making out. So that was really cute, and just gets me in all the feels, because Jason and Sam are always like, we don't need a day or a piece of paper to prove our love, but every once in a while it's nice to remember why they fell in love in the first place. So number 5 is in 2012, when Jason and Sam finally take Danny home as a family, and they have literally 5 minutes of happiness before Bernie calls Jason, of course, and we all know what happens. Jason never comes back home because he's shot by Faison, and that was just, we all waited for this Sam and Jason and Danny moments, because this is what we've been waiting for 15 years. Sam and Jason got together in the first place because they were going to raise baby Lila. So just to see them, finally have a child of their own and bring them home and get back together after, McBain and Elizabeth and all these people coming in between them. And of course, at the end of the day, like we always know, Jason and Sam will always get back together, and their love conquers all. So it's just really, really amazing and special and wonderful. Number 4 is I never loved anyone as much as I loved you, and I always will. This is after Sam is shot, and Alexis convinces Jason that he's not good for her anymore, and that they have to break up. So Jason breaks up with Sam, and he shows up at Alexis's house, and Sam's like, did you ever really love me? And Jason's like, of course I love you. I loved you more than anybody I ever loved before, and I always will. It's just like that raw emotion, and Steve, he gets me every time. And Alexis Carly. A lot of people have tried to come between Jason and Sam, but their love always conquers all, and it will always be that way. And I'm so grateful for that. Number 3 is the I love you in sign language. This is after Sunny and Brenda's wedding when Sam is actually the one in the car explosion and she ends up in the hospital and she loses her hearing. So Molly comes and teaches her some sign language, and she teaches Jason and Sam how to say I love you, and Jason goes to leave and he actually does it to her, and that just gives me all the feels and all the, it just makes my emotions go everywhere, because Jason is supposed to be this tough guy who doesn't show his emotions, but when it comes to Sam, that all goes out the window and he can't help himself because he loves her so, so much. So I think it's just so special, and I will always, always remember that scene. Number 2, getting down to the good stuff now, is when Jason and Sam say I love you for the first time. When Jason and Sam first got together, there was so much build-up, so much emotion, so much angst for them to actually end up together. So when Jason was the first one to say I love you, that was a huge step, because you wouldn't expect it from him, but he just let all his emotions out, and he knew that he loved Sam, and from that day on, they've been connected, People have come in and out of their lives, we have Liz and Carly and McBain and even Drew now, but nobody can outstand the love that Jason and Sam have for each other, and it will always be that way, and no matter what, and it's just so, so special. And finally, number 1, Jason sees Sam in her wedding dress for the first time. Oh my god, I cry every time I see that scene. Just, Jason's face when Sam turns around in her wedding gown, and he's like, you're the most beautiful, you look so beautiful, and I will never forget the look on Jason's face when that happens, because he just lets it all hang out, he loves Sam so much, and then Sam starts to cry because she's like, you're not supposed to see me in my dress, but he's like, why, it's just a dress, it doesn't matter, we're still gonna get married. And then, of course, that leads to all the wedding at the Chinese restaurant, which is also so memorable. And, Jason and Sam have been through a lot in 15 years, but I'm just so grateful, especially to Kelly and Steve, for the way they played all these storylines. And at the end of the day, like I've said, Jason and Sam will always be connected. Their love is so strong. They will always love each other, and they need to be back together so that all can be right in the world. If there's no J-Sam, there's no GH. They are amazing, and I'm just so grateful that, 15 years ago, when we saw those two in the interrogation room for the first time, who would have thought that they would be still together 15 years later and still giving us angst and amazing storylines and keeping our attention. So I'm just so, so grateful, and here's to our reunion. Maybe we'll get it before 2019, but definitely in 2019 we need full-on J-Sam stories so that we can be satisfied. So thank you all for watching, and comment down below what your favorite J-Sam moment is, and I'll be sure to respond. I'm gonna go watch all my favorite moments to relive all my happiness with J-Sam, and I'll be back either this week on Sunday for another recap, or I might do another little video like this. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment. And go follow my Instagram, GeneralHospital227, and my Twitter, LoveStasia XOXO. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.